Hi there, my name is Helen Gutierrez and this is my dog Hakoda. And today we are discussing the 4 quadrants of dog training, reactivity versus aggression, and how to train your dog the basics. Did you know, according to Science Direct, 22.3% of dogs are put down because of behavior issues? Variety of people have limitations on what they are able to handle until they make the euthanization decision or rehoming. Hence, these can range from potty training issues to killing another animal. Have you considered this option too? The Zebra states 38.4% of our nation owns dogs. How many of us own a dog? I know I do. My next door neighbor does. I'm sure you do, possibly, or maybe your next door neighbor does as well. Now, for dog training, an annual income is around $373,000. So usually per hour, that can be $100 to $350. I have seen some even as little as $50 an hour. Today we're going to be looking at the 4 quadrants of training. Which one is right for your dog, humane tools for training, how to do it yourself, basic dog body language and behavior, and how to identify if your dog is reactive or aggressive. Now, learning the foundation of the 4 training quadrants. So again, there are 4. And there is positive reinforcement, positive punishment, negative reinforcement, and negative punishment. And positive reinforcement positive means adding something for the purpose of making a behavior increase, hence the reinforcement. While positive punishment is still adding something in effort to stop an unwanted behavior, which is a punishment. Now, negative reinforcement means negative as in taking away something for the purpose of making a behavior increase. Again, the reinforcement. And negative punishment, again, taking away something to make a behavior decrease, which is a punishment. I just want to quickly state as well that people tend to usually look at the positive and negative from an emotional standpoint, but really it's from a mathematical standpoint, it's adding or taking away something from the situation. Identifying dog's body language and behavior. Alongside being aware of the 4 quadrants of training, knowing how your dog communicates with you is vital, and the foundation of training and knowing what works for you, your dog, and not avoiding going over an emotional threshold. The AKC has listed these behaviors are often confusing to decipher. Dog's body language and behavior. The common visibles that we see that can be confusing are tail wagging, raised hackles, posture, facial expressions, and eyes. I think the most common ones are tail wagging and raised hackles. With posture, people can be a little bit confused. A really obvious one for good measure can be if a dog is pretty stiff, is leaning forward, looks with his head up high, is usually a pretty dominant stance. And it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. It usually just means the dog is unaware of like what the other dog's gonna do or whatever that person's gonna do or that object, it could be whatever. Training using aversive. Disciplined dog training and trainers say that using the right tools and learning how to use them properly will earn you respectable results in fast time. It's easily manageable, easy to use, safe, and humane. Any type of aversion can be used with a tool or your body. The use of aversion is basically anything to force the dog to do what you want. Aversives can be effective and give the owner a sense of control and leadership. I'm also going to pause right here and show you a quick little visible, which this is an e-collar right here. And some of them, they don't even have controls, but the brand Dogtra does. And with this, right here, you can control the levels. It's not on right now, but it usually goes from 0 to 100. And usually you'll find 2 buttons right here. One of them is just a quick little jolt, and the other one usually holds around maybe 3 to 5 seconds just to really get the dog's attention on you. The way that this should fit, my dog just left, so I guess we're gonna try it on me. It should fit pretty tightly, just until it's poking the skin, nothing too major, but until it's really tight. And usually it kind of slips around, so it's usually around right here, but it should be normally around the sides right here. Now this is an aversive tool. Well, as the tools that I use are just a gentle leader, and the gentle leader usually just goes around the muzzle, and it's really easy to guide them. People usually mistake these as just a negative kind of muzzle, but it's the same thing as putting a rein around a horse. It's nothing too controlling. It's just helpful and beneficial for you and the dog. Disciplined technique trainers are no doubt well versed in aversive tools, and finding a knowledgeable trainer will lead you in the right path. This is why there are quadrants aversives that have been proven to be effective without leading to major consequences. May be less effective than other training methods, but because it does work means we are headed into a new era of being better users of these tools without causing too much harm to our animals. According to Pet Helpful, there are pros to using aversive techniques. Not as much non-aversive ways due to your pet's circumstance. It's important to familiarize yourself with the 4 quadrants of training, dog behavior, and how to read their dog body language. Overall, going to any trainer, one thing they all have in common is that the training is directed to the owner. Trainers are not there to fix your dogs, but to help guide you to improve your dog's way of living, and therefore yours as well. Too many studies have shown raised stress levels in using aversive techniques and even leaving physical marks. I suggest if you want your fur child to live a stress-free and respectable life with you, the work has to start with you. That's the fun part. This is how you get to bond with your dog and know them on an emotional level. Good luck.